Hi YouTube, relaxation time. It's been a heck of a day. Um, we were up late last night because when Doug got home from buying that part in the cities, it was pretty late, and then he ran in to get his money out of the safe in Walmart. Yeah, it was a very late night for us. You know, I mean, as far as being able to relax, So, and we ate rather late too. And he had brought home a bunch of vegetables from the Amish. Say that 10 times quick, or even 3 times. So, anyway, this morning I chopped a lot of it up. I made, I had cabbage, so I made cabbage coleslaw. And then I made cucumber, onion, creamy salad to have a little bit. We're going to have just a tiny split a steak and maybe a little of my sourdough toast and an egg or two and bunch of salad, lots of salads. Maybe slice a tomato or something with it. So you got some really beautiful tomatoes, and I chopped up everything I could and put it in the freezer for wintertime and asked them to get more tomatoes, although I'm allergic to them. If they're not in the can, it's not a double whammy for me. So if I want to put it in something, but I didn't chop those ones up because they're just really nice, big, red, beautiful tomatoes, and all their stuff was clean. He got some onions, and they had taken the first layer off them. I mean, everything was spotless clean. I couldn't believe how clean those vegetables were. I had zucchinis I chopped up green peppers and onions and jalapenos, and let's see what else. Maybe that was it, along with making the salads, but that occupied from late morning into early afternoon. So, yeah, I was pretty busy. But yeah, so I was happy to get that done. And I guess they did have some corn there, but they were all out. And I was thinking about picking some meadow mushrooms that are in my yard because Doug can eat them. But maybe, maybe not. But they're out there if I want them. They're just like a button mushroom, the white ones that you buy in the store. Same thing, identical. If you got on here and you had a video and you showed me a mushroom, I would be able to identify it if you turned it around and let me see the stem and the gills underneath. Most likely, I'd be able to tell you. It's like the guidebook that we have is a North American Mushroom Guide, and it tells you if it's like poisonous, edible, choice, or good, or you know. And these ones are considered choice, edible choice. The buttons, like Green Giant or different companies will sell. Then there's ones that taste quite a bit like a portobello that are almost, well, they're yellow and they're considered like a glutinous type, and they grow underneath pine trees. So, and sometimes they have kind of like red on them too. I got my fans blowing my hair in my ear. So, but anyway, so yeah. Um, I just made a decision that if people want to talk smack about me, I'll smack them with everything I got. And I got a lot. Because I'll tell you what, and I'm just tell it like it is. There's a person that I think is going to be trying to pick on me as far as using gematria, and maybe, maybe not. But I'm going to sick Doug on him. Doug would love, he's in a bad mood because I want to go. And he would love nothing more to torture somebody that's trying to give me shit. And I guarantee you, if he's on that case, he will not get off your case. And so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, well, I will employ his help. And that's not cruel, because if somebody's gonna try and make somebody that has a tender heart and is really truly a good person try to dirty their name and their reputation, well, then somebody that's more devilish and way more intelligent, trust me, will have a blast doing what you, the people that do that, do. So that's where I'm at with that. I decided, well, you know what? It's time to talk for myself here and not let anybody push me around with any kind of their bullshit. Well, not like I have anyway. But I sort of kind of laid low. But no, I've worked too hard for this all my life. I got a lot of this information out on the web to begin with. It's the older people that actually started speaking up, not these younger ones. I'm sorry, people. I'm not being mean or boastful. I'm telling you the facts. I've been at this since my early teens. So why should I? I'm not, it's not, well, why should I give somebody credit? Yeah, take the credit if you do something. But if I do something, I'm not giving you my credit. See where I'm going with that? When I was the first one to confront the Masons and say, I'm coming out with all this, you know, you people aren't going to get around away with acting like lizards and aliens when you're just bad people trying to control other people with your baloney. I'm not putting up with it. So, and I am that strong. So why shouldn't somebody strong that knows all that is going on with their bullshit speak about it? Especially when I do have a way with words. So, yeah, it's a issue, you know, because especially when somebody's going to take a book of gematria that was used for measurements and calculations in the alphabet back in Hebrew times and turn it on good people to use it and write in there and finagle words to suit their needs. It's not going to happen. So, and then too, it is up to a person's taste and who they want to trust. If you want to trust a low life, then that would be your decision. You know. So, and I've always said, and people that know me know this true, if you don't like me, you don't have God in your heart. Because people with God in their heart do like me, you know? So, and vice versa. I like people with God in their heart too. It does make a difference. Yeah. Anyway, pardon me. I made a little video over on Facebook yesterday. I had a Nigerian guy that's been trying to get money out of me. He's about the age of my children. He says to me, "You're wicked." And I said, "No. Um, Wicked is asking a 61-year-old woman that has no money to give you money. And how many times do I have to tell you no?" So I made a video. It's like, get off my back. I don't have anything for you, you know? These people, I mean, and a couple times, yeah, I was mean. I said, get a job. Because he was pushing me to talk in Messenger. And I'm like, and gentlemen that want to talk to me in Messenger, I only talk to my children over there. Very rarely anybody else, but never a man. It's like if it was a close friend, somebody with God in their heart that I trusted, that would be different. But just some stranger, some weird man, no, no way. I said, if you don't have God in your heart, I don't care who you are. I don't want anything to do with you, you know? So, but yeah, it's a little 2-minute video. I actually had gone over there to do a video call with my daughter-in-law and my grandkids to see if they were around, and they weren't around. So I decided, I have one son and his wife I talked through Messenger, and the other one is on my Facebook, and a couple of cousins. So I thought, and some really close friends. So it's like I just, hi, you know. for them. So, and some of them are really going through the ringer, you know. Especially, I have one married friend that I think she married a player. I'm not for sure, but most likely. And she's like the sweetest person in the world. And we've literally been friends online for like 9 years. So she was the only person that cared when my children were going through hell and we were arguing because of their choices in life. The only one that would pray for me, you know, and she's still there for me. So, yeah, really nice lady. I'm fortunate. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird people in the world. There really is. I think there's more good people than there is bad, but I think the good ones are just afraid to speak up and become a target, you know. And then there's ones that say they're a target and they don't say or do anything out of what the uh, agenda wants them to say anyway. It's not like they're going to get up there and say, "Hey Satan, I'm coming after you and I'm going to stop your crap." You know, it's like they would never say something like that. They might read something like that out of the scripture, but it's all a part of the agenda. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a fighter with my words and I really truly believe that I got enough words that I can battle anybody, so bring it on. Like I said, if that don't work and I get sick of your crap, I'll sick Doug on you. I don't care. Why would I? It'd be fun to watch. Oh man, he's vicious. Hey, whatever. You know, tit for tat, this for that. So, and it would be bad, I'll guarantee you. Um, there's a saying you can piss off the Pope. Well, the Pope is Pope should be on a piece of soap rope in the shower. They should make potpourris and um, Pope extract. No, no, they should make Pope on a rope for guys in the shower, so these little pedophiles could just have their daddy in the shower with them. You know, something like that. But yeah, but um, let's see, what could Doug piss off? Doug can piss anybody off. I guarantee you, he will rattle, and I can see this ahead of time. He's gonna rattle somebody so bad that they're gonna make major mistakes because they're gonna be that pissed. Just watch, it's coming. Guarantee you. I'll let you know when it does. I can feel it brewing because I kind of stirred the pot a little bit, you know. So, oh, speaking of that, like with the zucchini, since I can have potatoes, like in stews and that, I'll put like some of them, and then the root vegetables will be coming up, so I can have like carrots and rutabagas, turnips, parsnips, that type of stuff. So I'll just like chop up a bunch of that, and when the squash come in, I can either bake it and then you scoop it out and throw it in a freezer bag and freeze it. Take it out and put it in the oven when you want it for about 350 an hour. Done with a covered like a casserole dish. It's the best way because peeling a squash is really hard. Or you can just cut them in half and cook them. Cook them, put them on a cookie sheet with a little water with their face down, half cut, and then flip them on the other side, and you can put butter inside of them. Or Doug likes brown sugar, but I don't hardly ever do them like that. Oh, and I can have sweet potatoes. So, and if I do get some uh, corn, it's not nothing I have. It doesn't have any wax on it. It doesn't have any pesticides. It doesn't have any GMOs or chemicals or anything. These are heirloom seeds that these farmers have farmed around here for generations, and it was the most beautiful vegetables I cut up today. Incredible. Just like the smell of the green pepper, and he's going to bring home some red ones, but just the smell of them was just incredible. And the cucumber so fresh when you cut into something and it just goes, you know, really nice. So, yeah, that's what the brains of my enemies will be doing very shortly here, guaranteed. That's called rattling their cages, you know. Put you in a cage and rattle it. Yeah, that's a fact. Watch. I'm going to show you. It's not going to be long. I can feel the anger across the waters. I'm serious. Yeah, it's about probably 4 hours as the crow flies across Lake Superior into Michigan. So, is one of my adversaries. So, besides the one I live with, that actually likes me anyway, and doesn't want the rather dark people to know that because they would attack him. Oh well, he's tough enough. He can handle it, and he will. Watch. You'll be surprised. You will. The only thing is this person that does gematria doesn't let anybody see his people's comments. I've commented over there before, but he doesn't show what I've written because how can you dupe somebody, keep fooling people if you let people with truth speak? You can't. So if he were to let people write on his page the way we want to write on his page, first it was out of friendship, then it was out of kind of disdain and anger, um, or just pure bait him, baiting him, you know. So he is not the master baiter, debater. He's the master baiter, yes, but not the master debater. So he'll find out. Yeah, he runs that book of gematria. He didn't make it. He didn't design it. The person that designed it is far smarter, you know. And I know it as well. And I mean as well. If I were to go right in it and use that alphabet. Did I tell you? And you can look it up. It's a symbol of the Hebrew letters um, before English was even intervened. But there's a symbol that makes up all the Hebrew letters. Remind me, or I'll try and remind myself. I'm going to look that up for you. It's a symbol that literally has all the letters combined in it, which is pretty interesting. So, oh, what's everybody doing this weekend? Resting up for your work week? Yuck, right? That's terrible. It really is. I was just thinking about some of the worst times in my life. I was cleaning up a yard of a house that I was remodeling, and for a friend of mine, and I had built a fire to throw all the trash and sticks, and there was like paper and all kinds of stuff in the lot that he owned next door. Was just icky because it hadn't been taken care of for so long. So I was out there making a bonfire, and my kid threw a toad in the fire. He didn't realize he was so little. It was the first death experience for him, and he actually saw a person die too. So that's even worse. But might be the second to the last time he cried. The very last time he got punched in the head by his father and hit the ground, and I literally waited till the kids weren't around, and I broke his bone. In fact, I kicked him into the sink backwards, and I was going to do some bad damage, but I got him out of there. It's like, this is just not worth it. If you're in a situation where it's just nothing but fighting and arguing, it isn't worth it. It's not, you know. I mean, I can deal with this around here. That's not, you know, it could be bad, and emotionally sometimes, like, the wordplay is a bit vicious, but nothing I really can't handle. Just that crap like that does get old, you know. But the physical stuff, if you're around physical violence, um, then people need to be in jail. You know, it's just that that wasn't a route that I could take in that situation because he was protected. So, been in that situation a few times. But yeah, a couple of the last times that my son cried, because if you cry and you don't get any help, it after a while it does get old, you know. So, but he's got kids of his own now, and I'm sure the tears are in there. You know, I would not cry. I got beat so freaking bad one time. My adopted mom, some of you heard this story, but she beat me across the freaking floor in the basement trying to make me cry, and I just would not do it. Wasn't gonna do it. It's like I looked up at her like, you can beat the hell out of me, and I'm not gonna cry for your you know. It's like, nope, not doing it. I went a long time without a tear. You know, took a while. Um, and that really can harden your heart. That's not good for you either. That does build it. But crying too much, that can also stress you out. So, you know, it's like, yeah, a couple tears here and there is good for you, and then turn it off. You know, pick yourself up and find a happy thought and carry on, you know, because if you dwell in the depression of a bad situation, that can be unbearable, you know. Pertaining to family members, especially, it it can become overwhelming for you. So I suggest turn off the waterworks, you know, let yourself cry a little bit and then shut it down, you know, and make sure what you're crying about is serious enough for tears, if you know what I mean. You know, there's happy tears. I mean, tears of joy. You know, like for instance, when my stepchild got married, I cried, and it wasn't tears of joy because I foresaw her future. And she looked at me and she knew and I knew and she knew I knew. So that was a little sad. But I tried to hide my emotions, but I'm not really good at that. I mean, I could be. It's just that I'm not. You know. It was a beautiful wedding, though, and she looked just adorable. Yeah. But god dang, and it wasn't good for her dad either. The groom says something like about his daughter. That's one sexy mama, or some really ill, unappropriate statement that fried him out right before the wedding. And it was like, okay, this is not good, dude. You're going to pay for that statement. Well, guess what? It was about a year and a half later, he died. So, on his motorcycle. When he left his wife at home and went out doing his own thing, boom, gone. You know, so I'm just telling people, if you cross this guy, um, you, you don't want to mix words or cross paths, and if you do, you will be sorry. You better have God on your side if you think you're going to battle darkness. And if you don't think he's dark, come and meet him. I've always told you that. You know, what am I doing here? Throwing a wrench in the gears. And guess what? I did. So, did I pay for it? Mm, Not as bad as he's gonna, you know? So you don't do bad to people and think you're gonna get away with it. Just doesn't work like that. And I'm starting to retaliate. I am. And yes, I can, and I will. And I'm gonna, yeah. I've decided I'm fighting. And I will fight fire with fire. And if they want me to look low, well, I won't say good luck with that because that don't mean anything. Those are empty words. I will say you already lost. Give up the ghost. Yeah, I know you're watching me. Anyway, and yeah, I can be vicious too, and yeah, I'm gonna be. But when you try and prove it, you're gonna look really foolish because you can even take this clip. It's still not going to help you because I genuinely care about people, and that's something you can't take away. And also, there's somebody that has quite a few people that actually like him that this person it, is trying to dirty. And guess what? They don't like you. They like him, yes, they do, but they do not like you. The only kind of people that are hanging around with Mr. Gematria are really set back in their little minds. Seriously, so. I mean, the stuff they say, it's like, if I was out on the playground with them, I'd want to play kickball or I'd want to play baseball and make them run and watch them sweat, something like that. That would be my way. Like, I told somebody that enjoys the game of chess, which I enjoy too. But like I said, oh, well, it's not just um, set rules, there's also strategy. And I said, besides that, okay, two things about me. I love acting, and I do like acting angry at these little jerks that are um, darkness, I'll call it. If you don't like the word evil, we'll just say dark in nature, which I have a touch of. Of course, we all do. But I know how to apply it. And another thing is, my game is more physical. It's physical. Starts out mental, becomes physical. And I'm really good at it. And that's where I excel. So, and you know what? Their little dark souls are inside a vessel that is physical. And when somebody else can take that vessel you're in and do something to it, and I'm not saying hurt anybody, but torment, oh man, it's like the darkness tormenting somebody that's good. Well, guess what? It's our turn, but we're going to do it different. You'll see. Things are changing, and you will see it. Not little by little, it's going to be going in leaps and bounds. I just feel it in the air tonight. Oh, that was something Lionel had on his video yesterday. I think it was yesterday morning. I don't watch him, excuse me, every day. Like I say, I enjoy his Facebook page more. I got a badge for being his biggest fan over there. I got a badge on Facebook, so it was kind of cool. But anyway, he said, we are stardust, we are golden. Well, there's a song, can't remember who sings it, I'm going to look it up, but it goes, we are stardust, we are golden, we are filled with the broken-hearted, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Um, I think it's Crosby, Stills, and Nash, come to think about it. Or it could be Neil Young. I have to look that up. Hmm. But yeah, I finished it for him. He said Stardust, um, or wait, we are Stardust. And I wrote, we are golden, filled with the brokenhearted, you know. And it's true. That's what people that carry Christ and recognize that. That's what we do. We carry our brothers and sisters for real. We got this sad kind of look on our face because it's real. You know, we really feel it. That's a true empath. That's actually feeling people inside ourselves, every cell. That's what we're doing here, to feel that. Then you earn your separation, and then you become like a creator, not a creator God, a child of God, his creation with that knowledge. That's what we're striving for, I would say. That's what I'm striving for. So, and I think you can tell I've been at it for a while. And I wish your best wishes of achieving all your desires as long as they're righteous, you know. I really do. So, yeah, Doug's kind of laughing this morning about, oh, he watched this show, a movie. What did he say? It was an English movie called Rapture. How this guy didn't believe in God, and towards the end of it, um, oh, he ended up on, like, all planes were falling out of the sky and everything, and people were just clamoring for tickets, but there was no place to go. So he eventually, I guess, was able to kind of get off there. Well, what happened? He even separated from his girlfriend because his girlfriend started believing in God. She had been sitting on a park bench one day and she saw an insect that looked like a leaf. And she was amazed at God's creation. Just that one little bug changed her whole soul. Well, he couldn't deal with that. So he still kept denying it until the very end. He ended up on a desert island, and there was natives there throwing spears at him, and that's how the show ended. It's like, okay. And Doug's like, you do want to watch it? I said, no, actually, the rapture's been going on for a long time, which is God talking to you, like through other people or whatever you may say. I hear it could be a message for me, you know, whether people know it or not. That's the rapture, you know. So it means to be caught up. So if you say something and I'm caught in your words, I'm caught up. You didn't rapture me. That's God working through you. That's the rapture. So people really got to investigate words more, because there's a lot of people out there saying a lot of stuff, and it's not even nice at all. And they listen to it and think, oh, that's a nice guy or that's a nice gal, and they just like insult you to your face, and you still watch them and applaud them. It's like, what? How can you? Why would you? But they do, you know. So I don't know. I get this. Oh, when people say words, well, I know the demon terminology. So when they use specific words against us, I'm really aware of it, and yeah, I go into attack mode, and I let something lay with Mr. Gematria for well over a year now because he stole my numbers. And well, actually, his mother named him similar to somewhat of my name, but then tried to take the credit for what I had already written in that book. And then anything that is written after I first wrote in it is new edition. So, but it still isn't his, and it wasn't mine. It's Satan's. So it was used. Gematria was used for measurement of the monoliths and the ley lines using the alphabet, the Hebrew alphabet, Aramaic, and numbers for measurement. And that's how it began. Then it was correlated with the English language to insert the evil, more evil, I should say, to totally fool people, which Satan had it all it's set like in increments, like he'll do this with the language then and this with the language then, and like scattering of all the languages from where everybody understood each other to where they didn't. And just look at the way the English language is. Like if somebody says word, that means they have like, hey, what's up? Look at this or check that out, you know. But word, the word word, the English definition of the word word is, okay, let me think of how to put this, meaning an explanation. You know, so how they would take, so then if you take explanation, let's think of what's synonymous with explanation would be to extrapolate. Then if you take like a noun of extrapolate would be an addition. Let's take extrapolation on addition, meaning to add to a means of manipulating math. Then take the word manipulation, go deeper into that. You see where I'm going? That's how the Illuminati works with their words. Like second and third definitions of a word that they're speaking. Yeah, they do. So if they say good luck, that's not what that means. I take really big offense. I'll say it once in a while. Very rarely. Depends on how I'm using it and how I meant it. But really is not what it means. You know? So. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna let you go. Just wanted you to know that I love you, and I'm out here working hard, spiritually, and it's time for me to step it up. And if they want to paint me as a bad person, I'm not going to show them no evil, but I'm going to show them how strong I am, and I'm fighting back because I'm not giving up, and I don't have any fear of these assholes at all, and they better have fear of me, and I know that, and they know that, so I wish them well. Now there's something. Do you know what a well is? Yes, I wish them well. Oh, wordplay. Let's play. Yeah. Like I said, I'm more physical anyway, but if I have to, and I've studied a lot, well, then I'll just use that. That's all I can use. And God said, you can't hurt nobody except with your mouth and your mind. Well, here's another one. So, like putting stuff together. So, be as in movement through the air. It as in Satan. So, be it. Like that one? Good luck, y'all. That means after you buy something, I'm going to chop your head off and take my merchandise back. So, So be that too. Yeah. Not to my, I don't mean anything evil to my friends, family. I love you all. I love even the mean people. But if they want to play, it's time to get down and dirty. Okay. Peace, everybody. Have a really good week.